So yeah, we actually have some positive news to talk about on today's podcast. You got the Blue Jays clinching last night against the Yankees. Winning 3 out of 4.
Fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
After just how many in a row did they lose? Six
in a row, and then seven of
they
8.
lose like 7 out of 10.
Seven,
brutal.
7 of 8 at one point. Yeah,
It was brutal. It was
not great.
Yeah, not great, Bob. But yeah, like they're in now, and
Who cares about the 6 in a row?
Exactly. Who cares that it's a Mickey Mouse season? But like, look, they're in, and anything can happen. What's your guys' thoughts? How are you guys feeling?
Unbelievable. I did honestly like. I'd known this is coming for so long, but like last night when it happened, like it just like I felt so great about everything, and like it's almost emotional just watching what this team has like become in such a short period of time, and like this group of guys that all came up together, and they've. I don't want to say they fast tracked the rebuild in a sense, but like this rebuild wasn't supposed to be close to complete until like 2022, 23 maybe. So like the fact that we're already here and we're already competing is just like it makes me feel so good about what this team can be and what this team is right now. It's great. I love it. So fun.
Yeah. No, I think this is going to be a pretty good experience for them. Like they're all youngsters, right? Like, and I think we're all in agreement when we say like, yeah, like this definitely the whole fast track idea, and they're definitely before their time right now in terms of being in a playoff spot. But because of the whole opening this year with 8 positions being allotted for each division or league rather, they're in a spot now where whatever, like there's no expectation, at least for me, like, and I think a lot of fans are just going to let them have fun, play it out, and then see what happens, because I think it's just more a learning experience for them right now, and it'll help them grow as players and get that under their belt earlier in their career, the better, right? So they're prepared next time around.
It's hard not to compare them to the former young stars in Toronto with the Leafs, like exactly, because it was a year too early for them. They could have just take the season, got another high pick, and look, but they've got so invaluable experience that you can get.
They've got a lot of prospects in the chamber right now.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's one of those things. If you can compete. Why not?
No,
right? I like it. Would it help to have another top 5 pick? Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
But do you really need it if this is going to be your team that competes and makes playoffs now? I don't think so. I think it's kind of cool.
Nate Pearson just threw 100.
The boy's back. Fresh off the DL.
This is so fun.
How is he back tonight?
Yeah, he's pitching right now.
Nice.
Jays are no hitting them.
I was going to say they pulled Taiwan before he gave up a hit.
Yeah.
Like I
understand it. Hey, look, he's your number 2 starter. He's your
Right.
number 2 starter.
I know, but I would rather have him like ready to go on like 7 innings, because we haven't had a pitcher throw 7 innings. Like everyone is inning limit.
Hyunjin Ryu just pitched 7 innings.
That's what I meant to say. Like
all season, yeah.
I would like to see him stretched out so that he can go 7 in the postseason, not 3, so he stays fresh. So he hasn't thrown. What did he throw in that last start against Philly? It was 6, wasn't it, or 5? He's
had some unfortunate starts.
Yeah,
where it's like it's not his fault. Holy, he just struck out Austin Hayes at 101.
Wow.
Oh, welcome back, mate.
Oh my god.
Nice.
It's so good.
It's so hard not to be giddy right now. Because look, anything can happen in the playoffs, and I don't know if we want to get to it. Let's not get to it. Actually, fuck it. No. Fuck it. Let's get to it right now, because we're talking about them being in the playoffs, and then we'll talk about the team specifically after.
Okay, cool.
If you're the Jays, who do you want to face in the playoffs?
So because the only 3 options that are possible right now are the Rays, White Sox, and Twins.
That's a great question. Who do we want to play?
I've heard a lot of people say the Rays.
I
don't.
Okay,
I don't, because
here, can I give you my rationale for and then you can give me a guess.
Because I know it. I kind of have an idea what you're gonna say, but go.
Every game we play against the Rays, it's close.
Really close. Yeah.
Every game. Now, most of the time the Rays pull it out just because they're like that. But no one on the Rays really scares you,
especially right now with Austin Meadows hurt.
And Brandon Lau's cooled off since his start.
Yeah, G-Man's hurt. Yandy Diaz is hurt. I think that's it. But like Joey Wendell, is not that intimidating. Like
No. If you're comparing the other two lineups of the White Sox and Twins, like it's no doubt
the one thing
they have the better pitching without a question.
So the thing with them is they throw hard, and they all throw hard. Their average fastball is the highest in the MLB across their pitching staff, and the Jays, I think it's their OPS? I think it's the OPS is the lowest by a wide margin on pitchers that throw 95 plus.
Wow.
I don't really like to see that matchup. Like I think we can beat the Rays. I think it's a matchup that they can pull out 2 games, sure. But the White Sox really suck right now.
Do they?
Like harder than the Jays. They're like 3-7 in their last 10.
Interesting.
Like I think this is a time where you're catching the White Sox on the way down and the Rays that are just neutral where they are at the entire season. So as much as the Rays, we played them well.
Counterpoint.
Yep.
The White Sox are a team that's on the rise.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would want to face them.
You want to lose?
No. I'm saying I okay, so my point is like they have Keuchel's been good all year.
Yep.
Giolito's been really good.
Giolito's gross. I don't want to face Giolito.
Yeah. Who's their third pitcher? I have no idea. I'm looking right now. Dylan Cease, who's been actually fine. Yeah.
Cease is streaky, but
Cease and Dane Dunning have been also like they've been good. Dane Dunning, I know
streaky, but like they're good.
How does it work again for the first round of the playoffs?
Sure.
3 straight games.
Three games. It's best 2 out of 3.
But 3 all in the higher seeds.
Yeah, we're not playing in Buffalo.
That's the other thing.
No, but that also means that they get the bottom half.
I don't
really don't want to play in the Trop. They're so
do they get the bottom half of the inning
each time? It's just ugly.
Yeah. No. It's not they don't get home the entire time, but they play at their home.
They play there.
Yeah.
But like I don't want to play at the Trop. We're just so bad at the Trop. Always. Like since day one, we've been bad at the Trop.
Who's the better offense? White Sox or Twins?
Depends on the day.
Because they're both deep lineups.
I would say I'm more afraid of some of the guys on the White Sox. They have 2 MVP candidates this year. But the Twins' depth in that lineup, it's just like they can all do the same thing, and they're really good at scoring runs.
I think I'd rather face the Twins.
The Twins is like the longest shot right now. I think we have to pass the actually, you know what? The White Sox might be a longer shot. We have to pass the Yankees in order to play the Twins, which, you know what? It could be possible. I don't know what the Yankees score is right now. But the Marlins were buzzing for a little bit there, so they could take a game on the Yankees.
Thing is, Maeda's been gross this year. Just absolutely gross.
Yeah, but outside of that and the Twins, I guess Barrios
has been this entire year.
Yeah. But you could always pop off that start.
That's exactly. Right? I think I'd give me the Rays, man.
I like the Rays.
Who in their offense scares you?
Kirk. I think Kirk is really good at hitting fastballs. And I think if your matchup is the Rays, he better be in that lineup every day. Because like he's not fast, and having him on base is not like a huge thing, but at least somebody's on base. And he's the only one that's going to do it against guys that are humming 96, 97. And I know it's a lot to ask of a kid that played Class A last year and 21 years old, and this is the first season in the big leagues. But he can do it, and he's kind of proved it a little bit. He was unbelievable in that Yankee series, and he's shown that he can swing the bat, and he has a really good approach at the plate. So I'd be interesting to see him against the Rays.
Mauro, you have any thoughts?
I mean, yeah, just the whole Alejandro Kirk. Like, I don't really know where this guy came from. So, like, I just seen his name in the headlines the past week or two, and I mean, I think like he's really been going off. And if Brandt's point of him being able to be the guy that keeps up with the heater, I mean, yeah, why not throw the hot hand into the lineup despite him only being 21 years old? But
middle of the game yesterday, he had faced 36 fastballs I think it was of over 95, or maybe it was 36 in general. It was 36 in general, and he hadn't swung and missed on a fastball yet.
Wow.
He had like nine hits on fastballs or something stupid like that, and hadn't have a swing and miss. So
it depends. What do you value more, right? Like, do you value the defense that Jansen brings, or do you value the hitting?
I personally, right now, if Rowdy's not back, I have Jansen catching and Alejandro DHing.
DHing?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I really like the defense that Jano brings, and his bat's been good lately. Like, he has another hit tonight. He went 4 for 4 2 games ago. He was good yesterday, I'm pretty sure. He wasn't bad yesterday, was he?
No, yesterday? He hit the 2 homers yesterday.
I thought no, it was the day before.
Or that was
wasn't
the
it?
day before. Yeah.
That was the day before.
I don't remember what he did.
Oh, it was
yesterday.
Vladdy yesterday. It was Vladdy yesterday. That was good.
We can talk about Vlad in a minute, but
Yeah.
so like I don't mind having Jano back there because he can play defense, and like while he hasn't been that great at throwing guys out this year, he has been better than what Kirk shows you right now. So I like having Jano catching, and then Alejandro can DH because who else is going to do it right now? Is there a better option on that bench?
Nope.
I don't think so. So why not have them both, right? Doesn't hurt. I think you'd have to bring in a guy like Caleb Joseph. I don't know if Reese would be the guy, but I
don't think so. I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to.
No, but what happens if you get like you're gonna lose your DH?
Bring him. Yeah, that's fine. It's the playoffs, man. Like
I guess you just hope that Jano stays in and doesn't fucking get hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fair.
Realistically, of the 3 teams that we listed here, who do they match up the best against, though? Because I feel like I don't want to go up against the Rays. Of the 3 of them, like they're the one.
What's the Jays' weak point? What's the Jays' weak point on the entire team? It's the starter. It's the starters after Ryu.
Yeah, it's also hitting.
Well, they've really taxed their bullpen this season. I mean, they've been great, but
they're the 5th. Is it 5th best? 5th best team in the league at scoring runs. I could be wrong on that. Might have been 15th, but I'm pretty sure it was top 5 at scoring runs. But they're horrible against guys that throw hard. So like you really need this team to score a lot of runs, and against the Rays, I don't see it happening.
I'm trying to look up like what the record is, not just a record, but like how they've actually done against the Rays because they haven't done that bad. Like they were in
every game. They was all 1-run games. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
and there was 2 or 3 extra innings games. Do we know are they going back to the regular extra innings for the playoffs or no?
I think so.
Are there?
I sure hope they don't.
They should. I fucking hate the one they have now.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't think that they would do. The Mickey Mouse stuff that they've been doing.
I get you want to expedite it during the regular season,
yeah.
During playoff and meaningful baseball like that. Like I feel like it's kind of a shame if you did do that. So
no, I agree.
Okay, I have some questions pertaining to this team. We're going to start with that. All right. First of all, just on that game, is there any better team we could have done this against? Like after getting absolutely shit pumped last week, and then everyone just like
winning 3 out of 4,
because they thought this team was garbage, and here we are. And now we beat them 3 out of 4 times in this series, and including the clincher to win it all. I think it's awesome. Like it's unbelievable. Second question. This one I actually need more thought process on you guys. Who's been the best player on this team? Just straight up best player. Don't give me MVP. Straight up.
Can Moro go first because me and Brian have had this conversation?
This is gonna be tough.
I
don't know. I haven't watched. Okay, I mean, in terms of hitting, probably Teoscar. No, like he's really come into his own this year. I mean, just on his numbers, like I know he's missed some time, but I mean, just the numbers he put up, he's like top 10 in home runs. I mean, aside from him, the one that I'll say is Ryu because like whatever, like he's finally brought a stabilizing presence to this rotation that they haven't had since their.
I kind of want to hear Moro's opinion just because he's more like casual Blue Jays fan than you and I. So it's kind of interesting to see that side of things. I personally think it's Teoscar and it's not close. And I know
I would agree.
Yeah. I think Ryu's been great and he's
been phenomenal. He could suck for the next 3 years and it was still worth the $80 million.
Yeah. Wow. It's like he's been really good, but Teoscar has been other level good. Like he's just been like but I think if he stayed healthy, he'd be in the talks for maybe top 5 MVP voting this year.
No, I agree. So here's the problem. Yesterday, before Ryu started, he was at a 1.7 WAR. Teoscar was also at a 1.7 WAR, and that's what that. And Ryu's now at a 1.9. But Teoscar also did miss like what 2 weeks,
10 games. But it's enough that like this is a guy
it's 5th of the season at that point. 6th of the season.
It's also a guy that plays every day. I give
and I value that far more.
And that's what. And that's the thing.
That's why, like, when I hear the conversation like Shane Bieber for MVP, I'm just like, no, you're not the most valuable player if you don't play every 5. If you play every 5 days, I don't think that you're the MVP.
He's pretty good.
Jose Ramirez has been better though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Second question. Similar.
Ramirez is on a tear.
Oh, he's been unbelievable. It's nuts. Second question.
Yep.
It's similar, but not the same. Who's the most valuable guy on that bench?
On what bench? Sorry.
On the Jays bench. Like
Are
team,
you gonna-
like the
are you
whole
gonna-
team, not just
are
the
you gonna-
bench, like the whole
Are you
team.
gonna pump Dante Bichette somewhere?
No, like player wise.
Player wise,
Player wise, Caleb Joseph. It was unreal. The fucking
I
video
wasn't sure
yesterday.
if you'd say it, but
It was
like,
unreal yesterday. I
like-
watched. I didn't know what you meant when you
Yeah.
texted me. Man, I don't know how Caleb Joseph didn't get claimed. Like, I love him so much. I didn't know, and then I saw it on Twitter, and I was just like, "Oh my god, that's awesome."
he gets talked about on the broadcast, so like I can't say he's like an unsung hero, but like the stuff he does in that clubhouse and the way he's led that team and what he's done, it's just like I'm so glad he didn't get picked up when he got put on when he got DFA'd there.
Right.
Because you saw it last night with that speech and just everything he brings to this team and the way they respect him and the leadership role that he's played. He's hands down the most valuable guy on this team.
Oh,
And
100%.
it's not even that he's good. He's not that great. He played 3 games.
He's just a valuable presence without like playing. He knows his role and he did it. Like that's
like,
really
the Kawasaki effect.
almost
basically, yeah.
exactly the same.
Yeah. It's
Like
a
the
morale
fact-
booster. Like
said it
regardless.
in that speech, it's like every single one of these guys had something to do with this. Whether you played 6 innings or 60 games, it didn't matter. You were a part of this team, and
it wasn't even just that. Like, just look at all the guys and like how they like rallied around it, and they took everything he said seriously and stuff, and that was really cool. Like, you every single guy. If you look, 2 claps on Ric Flair. Like everyone was engaged and like. They were all kind of like smiling a little because like they know that it's his thing, but also like they were all in on it, and it was really cool.
Yeah. He had the whole group just mesmerized, just listening. It's unbelievable. I love to see it. It's fun. I'm really glad he's here, and I'm glad you said that. I thought you were gonna go like, oh, it was Teoscar.
Oh, on the Blue Jays. I mean, like, if you're talking like on the Jays bench, you could say like Espinal also, like as a morale. Jesus, Travis Shaw.
Might not happen. That's the thing with Travis Shaw, man, is he can always do that every now and then. And
he just plants his leg and just goes. Yeah, I wish, but he's just never that guy.
So inconsistent, it sucks.
Unbelievable.
I like him. Nice guy.